Michigan Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the LSU Tigers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums, it is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Using his legs, it's Marshall. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's
maybe a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we miss tag, we don't tackle him. If linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On the move, it's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in. And they get nothing on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Sweet cut there. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
To throw, it's Levitt. It's complete. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's fourth down.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a fourth and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this fourth down.
They'll run for it. It's Dura. Finding some room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason good. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run inside. It's Marshall. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Underwood finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. He's got it.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Underwood to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, that's an awesome job by the defense there. Anticipating quick throw, but how about the pressure hitting the quarterback? Really, no shot for a completion there.
Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Could be an alley.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And they get another 1st down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get 1st downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Throwing, Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Marshall. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Well, this guy really has been a bell cow for his offense in this game. They are force-feeding him the football, and he's delivered. Now, after that last run, he's right at 100 yards rushing.
Just feeds the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance. And the ball is free on the pitch.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. The 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. He is in. Touchdown, LSU.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working with them.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He wants to change this route. Underwood fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
from out of his own end zone? LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead. Makes the grab in their space. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, when it comes to screen passes, you're just trying to mix them in different situations, and I like it here. First play of the drive on offense, and you're dropping back to pass. You're letting the pass rush get upfield, seeing if you can just get one into the hands of your back, get some blockers downfield. You don't obviously pick up and explode.
There's a crease. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Quarterback may change this route. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. He fires to the left side. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Throwing, Underwood. Tight end getting vertical. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The play action fake. Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Every defense in the country talks about hitting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Underwood. He's going to take a shot. Snatches it on the right. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business us in the red zone at the 13. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away and use those long arms to create the turnover.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Levin. Bringing the heat. Complete to the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Here's a give to Durham. Maybe some room here. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Gonna take a shot. Has it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Levin. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Utah State Aggies. And it's Washington with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for space. It's Berry. Picks up the first down. There's some room. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Making side adjustments here. Here's Underwood to throw. He's open on the right. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance. Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood, under fire. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the mistiming.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. He'll pull it down. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Bryce Underwood to the air again. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Underwood. Quick strike complete. And he's dragged down.
And as an offense, I got to find some good plays down here where I can get the ball out of my hands, get some positive yards. That wasn't one of them. Let's not do that one again.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the air on second and short. Gets it out fast. Boy, oh boy, this defense is making the sledding rough down here deep in the red zone. That play is going backwards.
They really are playing with a sense of urgency, aren't they, Reese? With their backs against the wall, you're seeing tremendous tenacity out of this defensive unit.
How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last 2 plays and forcing a 3rd and goal? Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. Gets away from 1. Finds some. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, they're after him. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He might want another play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Makes a deep grab. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. It's complete to the right. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Let's see what they've got on second down. Handoff, Caden Durham. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 12, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. The give to the lone running back. And they make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Throwing, Underwood. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Marshall. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. And the defense finally came up with a play.
Underwood fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be 3rd and long. Again, it's Underwood. Fires toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. The offense changing the play. 4th down, Underwood. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Got a little grass. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
To the ground. He's got it again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. the tight end in motion. The give as they work on that clock. Turning it on. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Caught, and he's got room. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
35.
He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Bryce Underwood to the air again. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Here comes the offense on second down. Caden Durham again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Might be changing the route. Here's Underwood to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defense.
Touchdown, Tigers. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat two top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.